Namaste student. Today we are going to learn properties of square. Here are the first properties. A number having 2, 3, 7 or 8 at the unit place is never a perfect square. What does it mean? Here we have the property number 1. What they are saying that if you have the unit digit, this is your unit digit, unit digit, unit digit. If these are 2, 3, 7, 8, by looking at the unit digit you can say that they are not a perfect square. So perfect square means what? So if I'll take here 11 square, we are getting 1 2 1. So here look at this, there is a 1, it's not belongs to this 4. If we'll take 12 square, what we are getting? 1 4 4. Look at, there is no 4 inside of this one. If we'll take 30 square, look at here, we have 8 square 64. So if you see the unit digit 1 4 9 6 5 6 9 4 1 0 1 4 9 6 5 6 9 4 1 0 1 4 9 6 5. Have you seen out of this all 30 you cannot see this 4 digit 2 3 7 8. That means our first property says that a number having 2 3 7 or 8 at unit place, they can't be a perfect square number. Okay, that is the first property. Let's try to understand the second property. The number of zeros at the end of a perfect square is always even. That means here we have the second property. If we take 30 square and you are getting 900, look at the zeros, count 1 2, this is even number. 10 square 1 2, even number 0. Have you seen? This is not a perfect. Here we 1 2 3 zeros are there, that means it is a odd number zeros, so it never be a perfect square number. 20 square, see, have you seen? 2 0, that means even zeros, it is not a perfect square number. 50 square, have you seen? 500 square, yes. So all one more thing, all numbers which carry even number 0 are not perfect. Like 800 is not a perfect square, but they are saying that if it is a perfect square, then it must be what? Even number zeros. Okay, that is the second property. Next we will go for third property. Square of even number is always even and square of odd number is always odd. Here we have third property. That means if we'll take even number 2, square it 4, this is also even. If we'll take 4, 4 is an even number, square it, we are getting 16, and 16 is also an even number. Even number means the number which are the multiple of 2, and the number which are not a multiple of 2 are odd number, like 1 3 5 7, these are odd number. Now you take the odd number 1, so okay, square it. 1 square is what? 1 square is what? 1, and 1 is also odd number. 3 is an odd number, square it. 3 3 is 9, and 9 is also odd number. That is the third property. Square of even number is always even and the square of odd number is always odd. Next we will proceed for the fourth one. So what they are saying, square of natural number other than 1, okay, except 1, is either a multiple of 3 or exist a multiple of 3 by 1. This one and this one is quite similar, just there is a difference is that square, that means perfect square number, can be represented in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1, where m is a natural number. So here we'll take the example, the first one. Like we'll take, this is your 2 which is greater than 1. Square of 2 is 4 and 4 can be written as 3 into 1. Look at, this is the multiple of 3, 3 1 ja 3 plus 1. What they are saying that square of natural number other than 1 is either a multiple of 3. So here if we go for this one, 3 3 ja 9, it is a multiple of 3. Look at this is a multiple of 3. Either it is a multiple of 3 or exist a multiple of 3 by 1. See, exist a multiple of 3 by 1. Exist means more than 1. Okay, here multiple of 3 plus 1, multiple of 3 plus 1, multiple of 3 plus 1, that means exist by 1. Okay, next one. So here square of natural number other than 1 is either a multiple of 4 or exist a multiple of 4 by 1. Same style. Here we have 2 square greater than 2 is greater than 1. 1 is not valid for this. Okay, except 1, rest all valid. So here 2 square is 4 and 4 is the multiple of 4. See, multiple of 4, multiple of 4, and these are what? Multiple of 4 exit by 1, multiple of 5 exit by 1, multiple of 4, sorry not 5, multiple of 4 by exit by 1, multiple of 4 exit by 1. So all the square can be represent either this form, that is multiple of 4, or either in this form, multiple of 4 plus 1. Okay, next, here we have the difference of square of two consecutive natural number is equals to their sum. Let's try to understand. Take two consecutive number like 2 3, one after another number. Okay, two natural number we are taking, and difference means bigger number minus smaller number. So here the bigger number is 3 square and smaller number is 4 square. So what they are saying, difference of the square of two consecutive numbers, you need to be make it square. So we are taking 2 and 3, square it. 3 square means what? 9, and 2 square is what? 4. Subtract it, what you are getting? 5. And now you add these two numbers. 2 plus 3 equals to what? 5. And look at this 5 and this 5 are equal. Now you take another consecutive number 5 and 6. 6 square minus 5 square, 36 minus 25, what we are getting? 11. And this one 11 is what? Sum of this one, 6 plus 1. Have you seen what they are saying? Difference of square of two consecutive natural numbers, that means two consecutive number, that is 5 square minus 4 square. So here 5 square minus 4 square will give you the answer directly. Look at here, 5 plus what? 5 plus 4 is what? 9. You check by yourself. If you take 25 and you subtract it here by 16, and you will get here 9. So you don't need to what? Solve it. Just if I'll take here 7 square and if I'll say that's a 6 square, what will be the result? Just you add 7 plus 6 is what? 13, and your answer will be 13. Shortcut. Okay, that they are saying here, this sum, it must be equals to their sum. Okay, so here we'll see the last property, second last property, not last property. The square of natural number is equals to the sum of the first odd natural number. What does it mean? Here you take a number, square it, we are getting 1. So here you have taken 1, so odd number is, first odd number is 1. Take the second square of 2, so here you are taking 2. The first two odd number is what? 1 and 3. Now you add it, you are getting 4. And look at here, you have taken 2, square is also 4. This one and this one are equal. Now you take 3, square it, that is 9. So 9 can be represented as what? Sum of the first 3 natural number, not natural, odd number. So let's take one example. Here already I have taken this many, so I'll take here 7. Okay, square it, what we are getting? 49. Now you choose first 7 natural number, that means 1 2 not 1 1 3 5 7 9 11 and 30. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, these are the first 7 odd number. Now if you'll add them, you will get 49, exactly the square of 7. Here the meaning is this: the square of natural number is equals to the sum of the first and odd natural number. If it is your 2, so it will be 1 plus 3. If it is your 3 square, so it will be 1 plus 3 plus 5. If it is a 4 square, so first 4 odd number, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. Sure, you will get here 16. Look at here, 4 4 just 16, and if you add them, you will get 16. This is your second last property. Okay, and now the ultimate we have here, Pythagorean triplet. What does it mean? It says that if you have a right angle triangle, you make it as one M and N, and this will be your P. Then this Pythagoras, what hypotenuse, generally what we write, hypotenuse square equals to what? Perpendicular square plus base square. So here you have taken the base M and N and P as your hypotenuse. So we can represent this one. So here we have one general formula, that is 2m m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So what does it mean? If I'll give you 6 as a number, and now I'll ask you find a Pythagorean triplet. So Pythagorean triplet means you need 2 more part. So here we have 6. So let's take 2m equals to 6. Why? Because see here 2m is a even number and 6 is also even number. Okay, that means we can write here m equals to 3 household divided by cutting, we'll get 3, and m equals to 3. Now you find it, m square minus 1. So what is that? 3 square minus 1 will give you what? 9 minus 1 equals to 8. And second one is m square plus 1. That means 3 square plus 1 will give you what? 9 plus 1. You are getting 10. That means you have your Pythagorean triplet is 3, 8, 10. So is it correct? Let's check. Why? This way. Let's check this one, that if M and P is a what? Pythagorean triplet, then it must follow this property. Okay, that means with the help of this 3 measurement, we can draw a right angle triangle where bigger one, this will be your 10. 8 may be here or here. So we are taking 8 here, that means your 3 will be this one. Now you square it, will get same. So let's square it. 3 square plus 8 square. 3 square is what? 9. And 8 square is what? 64. Okay. So here sorry, I think I have made a mistake in this one. Nah? Let's check where we have made a mistake. Oh sorry, not 3, as we have taken 2m as a 6. Okay, here my mistake. Here this is your 6. Okay, mistake is there. That means 6 square, that means 36. If we'll add, we'll get here 100. Okay, let's take another example and we'll try to understand it more clearly. So we are taking here 8, one number. Okay, now I'll ask you, one of the member of the Pythagorean triplet is 8. Find the Pythagorean triplet. So let us assume 2m equals to 8, the first number we are taking. That means m equals to what? 4. Now there's a form, that means 2m m square minus 1 m square plus 1. So we have taken the first one as 2m. Now we need to find m square minus 1 m square plus 1, and to find this we need m. So we have taken this 2, we cancel it, we are getting 4. Now m square minus 1 means 4 square minus 1, that means 16 minus 1 equals to what? 15. This is the first one. M square plus 1, that will give you what? 14 square plus 1 will give you 16 plus 1, that is 17. Therefore, what we have taken, first one is 8, 15 and 17 is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so let's try to prove it is correct or not. To prove it, we know that square of this two and sum of the square of this two will give you 17. That means 8 square plus 15 square must be equals to 17 square. Okay, so let's try to find is it correct or not. So here we have 8 square equals to what, 64, and 15 square equals to what, 225. Now if you add them, you are getting what, 289, and which is equals to what, 17 square. So here from the problem we can say that 2m m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, thank you.